It's time for Friday night football action. You're watching the End Zone, presented by the Dozier Law Firm. Here's your host, Bill Shanks.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the End Zone, brought to you by the Dozier Law Firm. I'm Bill Shanks from the Telegraph and Fox Sports 1670 AM in Macon. Tonight, we've got video from region games in Perry and several games in Macon. Our game of the week a bit later on will be Monticello at Northeast, but we start in Houston County, where the Bears hosted Grovetown in a Region 2 5A game. Von Laster's Bears were 2-1 coming into the game after having last week off. Last year, Houston County lost this game by 4 points, but this year's team greatly improved since then. Here we go for our first video of the night. The Warriors and the Bears. Here come the Bears from a nice crowd. First quarter, Bears get the ball in the Warriors 40. Taylor Boyette with a toss to Kenny Gant, who runs down the right side for a gain of about 28 down to the 12-yard line. Several plays later, the Bears would get on the board with a field goal, up and good. Joseph Arias with the kick, and it's 3-0 Houston County. Now on the kickoff, no one on Grovetown comes along to get the ball. Guess what? It's Houston County. That's what you call a long onside kick right there. Not bad strategery. So the Bears got it back in the Warriors 25. Jake Fromm from the shotgun finds Jalen Searcy for a nice gain of about 15 down to the 10-yard line for Houston. Then a couple of plays later, Fromm to Flowers. Watch this run. He's in there for the 6 points. Touchdown Bears after the PAT made it 10-0 Houston County. Bears stop Grovetown, got it back. Boyette back in at quarterback. Watch him keep it and take off. 16-yard gain there down to the 22. Then again, Boyette up the middle. He can do it all by himself if he needs to. All the way down the 2-yard line for Houston. And it did take long after that. Handoff to Gant. Touchdown Bears. The PAT would make it 17-0. The home team out on top. Still in the first quarter, Bears the ball again. From hands off to Samson West. Right side, watch this. He stays on his feet and makes it all the way down to the Warriors' 36-yard line right there. Now Fromm gets going. Shotgun, watch the pass. Flowers up the middle, and he's got it. He's going to fumble, but they jump on it. They are knocking on the door again, and Houston maintains it. Samson West gets it. 6 points for the Bears right there on their 1-yard run. That made it 24-0 after the PAT. Grovetown then would get on the board near midfield. Watch this run right here. Handoff to number 25, Linward Jackson. And he gone. Nice run up the middle for a 52-yard touchdown to get the visitors on the board right there. They would miss the PAT. It would be 24-6 Bears. Now on the kickoff, number 22 for Houston County, LaMarcus Williams gets it, and watch the run right here. He is going to take off. Going to be tackled around the 25 for the Warriors. Great run there to put Houston County back on business. They would score again and score again. This one was all Houston County. How about 52-19? The Bears are now 3-1. They will be at Northside next week. They are really doing well under their new head coach, Von Laster. Down to Perry now as the winless Panthers hosted Baldwin Region 2 Quad A game. Here come the two teams. The Panthers got off to a very good start tonight on homecoming. First drive of the game, third down here. Dylan Grigger completes a 33-yard pass. Look at KJ Smith. Nice catch right there on the 14. 2 plays later, Grigger shotgun, keeps it up the middle. Nice run, about a 7-yard gain. Now 3rd and goal from the 1. Grigger hands it to Sean Green, and he's going to get it in there for this score. 6 points, extra point made it 7-0. Perry early on. Baldwin now, their turn. 4th down and 5 at the Perry 44. Tajay Chambers has nowhere to go. Host of Panthers bring him down to force the turnover, and Perry is fired up. They go back to work on offense. Watch this move by KJ Smith. Watch the run here by Smith. Right side, finds nothing, no daylight, turns, spins back into the middle of the field and gets a nice gain, 17 yards for the first down. Now second quarter, same drive, Grigger with the keep again, and he's going to go 16 yards for the score. Perry up 14-0 in the second quarter. Later, Panthers up 14-7. Here's the J.T. Hanna Promotions hit of the week. Baldwin's Quandarius Hosley lays Grigger out. Rock them ribs, big boy. What a hit right there on Grigger. Now later, Panthers still up by 7. KJ Smith takes it, direct snap, takes it 51 yards to the house. Panthers were all over Baldwin early, and then Baldwin really bounced back to get close. Perry would then take the lead at half, 21-14, but the Panthers hang on and win over Baldwin, 41-35. Eric Saladay's first win at Perry in a wild game down in Perry tonight. Still to come, home games from Macon, in Macon for Howard and Southwest, and later on our game of the week, Monticello at Northeast. More of the End Zone right after this.
Welcome back to the End Zone. The Drive of the Week is brought to you by 5 Star Automotive.
Welcome back to our show. Now let's get to some action in Macon and start at Ed DeFore Sports Complex, where the Howard Huskies hosted Mary Persons tonight. Barney Hester's boys had lost 2 in a row after starting the season at 2-0 and had their biggest challenge of the season tonight with an undefeated Mary Persons team. The Bulldogs have been outstanding so far, 4 wins, including last week against Perry. Here we go to West Macon now for some video, the Huskies and the Bulldogs. Let's get some action here. First quarter, Mary Persons the ball. Trey Taylor gets it, runs up the middle before Grant and Fincher take him down right there. Then D-High gets the ball, and he gets a couple of yards on the run. Mary Persons so strong up the gut there. Cal King with the quarterback now. He keeps the ball, runs up the right side, gets about 13 yards, and Houston takes him down. Then King, the pass to Rawls, but it's going to be blocked. Nice defense by Howard right there. Nick Duncan for the defense. D-High now tries to run the middle, gets about 5 yards. Claudius Nylander takes him down. Cal King, handoff again to High. Tries up the left side, pushed out of bounds. They're only a couple of yards to the Huskies 40. D-High again now. Tries to run up the gut, stopped by Nylander and Grant for another small gain. Then King fakes a handoff, heads up the right side, about 7 yards before Nylander again stops him in his tracks. Then King back to pass, looking, rolls, gets Rawls. Keeban Rawls catches for about a 5-yard gain, but taken down by a host of Howard Huskies. Then D-High takes the ball at the middle, small gain there before Stinson gets him. High again, up the gut. This is what you call a long drive. Takes it up the gut for a couple of yards, then High right side. Nylander manages to trip him up, but he gets closer and closer. They are knocking on the door. Then D-High up the middle, about a 4-yard score. That made it 7-0 after the PAT. The Bulldogs would go on to blow Howard out 48-0. They are now 5-0, while the Huskies fall below 500. Mary Persons will host Westside next week. Howard will be at Veterans. Something had to give tonight at Henderson Stadium. 2 winless teams, Southwest and Howard. Let's go for the video of this game right here as Jackson and Southwest. And we are keeping the ball here on the ground for, there it is. Here's the game right here. Here's the scoreboard. It was 20-13 Jackson when we got there. Second quarter, Southwest of the ball. Thomas gets it, runs about right side, gets 5 yards. Thurman and Douglas take him down. Then Sinclair keeps it up the gut for about 5 yards. Miller and Thurman with the tackle. Justin Slocum now gets it, looks to pass, but Carter sneaks up on him and takes him down there for the tackle. Jackson's band trying to get a little work in before halftime. Jackson with the ball now. Derrick Bell passes for Tavius Miller, runs left side. How about a 40-yard touchdown right there? Nice play for Jackson. They get on the board. PAT was good, and they would continue to get on the board with another point there to make it 27-13. They are on top. Here's our 5-star drive of the week. Jackson with the ball. Derrick Bell passes. Najee Smith gets it, runs left side for about 30 yards before Leroy Murphy takes him down for the tackle. Then Irish Shepherd gets it, runs up the middle. About 12-yard play there up the middle before Smith and Jackson get the tackle. Irish Shepherd again takes the ball up the middle. How about an 8-yard gain for Jackson? Now Bell back looking, and he's going to pass quickly to Rontavius Miller. He's going to get about a 10-yard gain, knocked down around the 12-yard line. Bell again gets the ball, going to run up the gut for about 6 yards. And they're knocking on the door again. Bell again gets it, first and goal on this play right here. And then Bell will try to run around the left side on the next play, but Williams will catch him on the 6-yard line. Bell again would push it down, closer, getting it. And then on the next play, he would get it. Bell would get in for the score. That's our 5-star drive of the week right there. Jackson all over Southwest tonight. 41-19 is the final. Southwest falls to 0-5 on the season. Still ahead, our game of the week, Monticello at Northeast. Back with the End Zone, brought to you by the Dozier Law Firm, right after this.
You're watching the End Zone on 41 NBC.
Welcome back to the End Zone. The hit of the week is brought to you by JT Hanna Promotions.
They tell me that for some reason I didn't tell you the score of the Mary Persons game. I don't know why. 48-0 is the final there. Mary Persons now 5-0. The Huskies fall to 2-3 on the season. Again, 48-0 is the final score there. All right, let's get right to it now. Our 41 First Alert app game of the week, Monticello at Northeast. The Hurricanes, that's what I was saying, Waycross. They've been scoring a lot of points the last 2 weeks for Coach Eddie Roberts. They've scored 113 points in the last 2 games. Meanwhile, I think Northeast is a story we don't talk about as much as we probably should around here. Bruce Mullen has been with the Patriots now for 10 years as the head coach, and he's got a team this year making some noise in the region as perhaps the best team in Macon. Here we go. Monticello at Northeast, our game of the week. And here come the two teams, the visitors from Monticello. The Hurricanes kick off. Watch number 3, DeQuarius Johnson. He is going to take off. Great run right here to start the game. Right sideline for about a 40-yard run near midfield, and he's into Monticello territory, about a 35 or 40-yard run down to 35, but they often stalled a bit. The run game for Northeast struggled early on getting going here, and then a little defense by the Hurricanes. Number 8 up the gut. Watch this. Nice play there, and they're going to stop Northeast cold. So the Hurricanes would get the ball back, get to work. Jacob Cavender gets the handoff to Trey Jackson. Watch him run and take off. He is gone. You are not going to catch him. 70 yards. Well, yeah, you are going to catch him. 70 yards, though. Hurricanes are knocking on the door. Next play, Cavender. Walt McMichaels, touchdown, Monticello. PAT was no good, and it was 6-0. Monticello out on top. Northeast comes right back. They march down the field. Quick touchdown here. Johnson with the offensive damage puts Northeast on the board. Raiders got the PAT to take the 1-point lead. Then Monticello backed up. Northeast would stop them on the play, get a safety for 2 points. That made it 9-6 Raiders. Then Northeast would get it back. Second quarter now. Handoff, Davion Anderson. He is gone. 35-yard run right there. The PAT would make it 16-6 Raiders. Raiders would go on a win, 29-6 the final. I tell you, they will host Lamar County next week in a huge game, which should be a great matchup at Thompson Stadium. We'll have a look at the scoreboard right after this. Don't forget to join me every weekday afternoon from 3 until 6 for the Bill Shanks Show on Fox Sports 1670 AM in Macon and online at foxsports1670.com. Let's get right to the scoreboard. Jones County now 3-1 all over Greenbrier in Evans tonight, 48-0 the final score. Warner Robins over Evans by the score of 27-14. They're now 4-0. They are at Jones County next week. Central loses by 1 point. They fumbled on the 1-yard line with 1:08 left in the game. Tough loss for the Chargers, who are now 0-5. Dodge County loses by 2 touchdowns to Lee County, 28-14. Dublin all over west side of Augusta, 37-14. East Lawrence 34, Josie 6. Bleckley County over Putnam, 35-20. Macon County all over Crawford. They have lost 38 in a row, 51-0 the final. Lamar County 40, Taylor County 14. Charlton County over Wilcox, 51-19. Johnson County 5-0 under Don Norton. They now win by a touchdown. Also Dooley County 21-0 over Brookstone. Hawkinsville 33-12 over Schley. The Vikings of FPD had the ball on the 12-yard line with 1:34 left and could not make it on 4th down. They lose by 1 point, 21-20 to Lincoln County. GMC loses 32-0 to Wilkinson County. Hancock Central 62, Warren County 12. Aquinas over Twiggs 52-21. Stratford loses by 1 point to Westfield. The Hornets are now 4-1 under Ronnie Jones, and Mount DeSales falls to 0-5 rather. They lose down in Valdosta to Valwood 30-3. That's our broadcast for tonight. Thank you for being with us. We're back next week for more high school football highlights. For all of us at 41 NBC, I'm Bill Shanks. Have a great weekend. Good night.